Hi, I'm Amanda Valenino.
Hi, I'm Lena. It's nice to meet you.
You can call me Amanda. It's nice to meet you too. So tell me a little about yourself.
Well, I'm a student here at Oneonta, and my friend referred me to you.
So what brings you in today?
Well, my dad just recently had a heart attack, so I just wanted to come in and see what tips and suggestions that you had so I could prevent one or lower my risk of getting one in the future or any heart problems.
Okay, so where would you like to start? Changes in your diet or changes in your physical activity?
Well, I have a lot of siblings, and my parents don't really have time to cook dinner, so we usually just get fast food every night or order pizza. So our diets aren't really that healthy. So if you have any tips about that, we can start there.
All right, so you say you guys don't have a lot of time.
Yes.
Do you go to school here at Oneonta?
Yes.
Okay, so and you help out your mom with the cooking and whatnot, or?
Yeah. And taking care of the siblings.
All right. Well, I would suggest that definitely minimizing how much you're eating out and how much food you order because it's a lot easier to know what's going in your food if you're cooking it yourself. Um, do you guys shop together?
Not really. I'm usually at school when she does the shopping, so I don't really know what she gets.
Okay. So, since you're at school while you're shopping, are there any other ways you guys could probably communicate better about the shopping or the shopping list?
Well, some of my friends have a list on their fridge, and then people just write on what they want or what we need in the house. So I feel like that's a good way that we can all just communicate better, so we know what's in the fridge.
Yeah, that's definitely a good way because then you can all see what you're out of. You can all see what types of food everyone's eating and what you should buy. And since you're getting some tips and suggestions from me, you can pass that on to your family. All right, so Lena, walk me through your daily eating habits.
Sure. So usually before class, I either run to Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts, grab a coffee and a frozen breakfast sandwich from there.
Okay.
And then for lunch, in between classes, I'll go to the dining hall or a place on campus and grab something quick. And then on the way home, I'll either order pizza for my family or pick up McDonald's so we have it by the time we get home.
You're really busy with school and everything, so I would suggest maybe on the weekends you can prep for the week and prepare foods that you can bring to campus so you don't have to eat at the dining hall and you don't have to buy something quick at Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks. So you can have it prepared for when you wake up and you can pack it for the day. All right, so I know you recently said that your father had a heart attack. So heart healthy diets mainly focus on foods that are high in sodium and avoiding foods high in fat and cholesterol. So can you tell me any foods in your typical diet that are high in sodium?
I assume the fast food is really high in sodium.
Yep, fast food. Also, a lot of the canned foods that you find in the grocery stores and the canned fruits and vegetables, the soups, a lot of your processed foods in the bakery area are high in sodium, high in trans fat. Can you tell me any alternatives to the canned foods or the pastry items in the bakery aisles?
Well, instead of buying canned vegetables, we can either stick to frozen or fresh vegetables.
Yep.
And then instead of buying the processed bakery items, we can bake our own to make sure that we don't add any extra salt or any other ingredients.
Yeah, definitely avoiding extra salt is key. So here is just a pack that there's some cooking tips on it, and then there's also some tips on label reading. Are you familiar with nutrition labels?
Not really.
Okay, well, they're very easy. This pretty much gives you all the helpful tips that you need.
Thank you.
So they're based on a 2,000 calorie diet. So your nutrition label tips show you amount per servings, also your sodium in milligrams, which is what you really want to be looking at, plus the fat. One thing to take into consideration is when you're looking at the serving sizes, the nutrition label is per serving. So do you understand what that means?
Yeah.
Okay, so can you tell me what that means?
You're only supposed to eat one serving of the food.
Well, not necessarily. You just want to make sure that you understand that when it says per serving and say it has 200 milligrams of salt, that means if you eat 2 servings, you're eating 400 milligrams of salt. You understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
All right, so another thing when you're reading nutrition labels is you want to focus on what type of fat you're consuming. So there are saturated fats and trans fats and unsaturated. So are you knowledgeable about a lot of those?
Not really.
Okay, so when you're shopping, you want to avoid the saturated fats. Those are usually found in red meats, so you want to consume more lean meats. Turkey, less fat, the less fatty fishes. Also, you want to consume more unsaturated fats, which are your nuts, your avocados. Okay, so Lena, we've covered a lot in this session. So can you just run me through what we've talked about?
Yes, so we're going to start making a food list on the fridge so everyone can contribute.
Yeah.
We're going to read the nutrition label so when we grocery shop, we avoid foods that are high in sodium.
Yeah.
We are going to save time to meal prep for the week so we can avoid picking up something quick and minimize eating out.
Yeah. And these changes don't need to be big. They can all happen in small increments. So eventually you'll realize that all of these little changes become more natural for you. So let's talk about physical activity. How old are you?
21.
21. Okay, so I know you're pretty busy with college. Do you work also?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So do you work out?
If I get a free minute, I try to. Like, if I go in between classes, sometimes I go to the gym, and I usually try to walk as much as I can, but I don't have a daily routine of working out.
Okay, well, walking is great. How long do you walk for?
Just around campus, usually.
Okay, cool. So, that's really good. And, maybe since you're going to cut out time by prep cooking in the beginning of the week, you'll have more time to go to the gym instead of picking up food or having to cook it really quick for your siblings or for your mom. So, what type of goal would you like to make for how much you work out?
I would say 3 to 4 times a week, maybe.
Okay. How long do you want to work out for?
Like 30 minutes.
Okay, that's a great way to start. I think it'd be really good. So, one thing I would suggest while you're working out is maybe keeping a log for your food intake and for how much you work out. So you can kind of see what you're eating, how much you're working out, and you could see it as a whole big picture. Do you think you could do that?
Definitely.
Okay. All right, so here is just one more pamphlet that
Thank you.
shows you daily food choices and then shows you the difference between the good fats and the bad fats, and it's a really helpful pamphlet for you. All right, so I know we've covered a lot in this session. It's a really good beginning session. Do you have any questions for me?
Yes. So when I do get the chance to cook, I usually do like to add a lot of things to the meat because I don't like bland stuff, and I know my mom does too. So we usually add a lot of seasonings and salt. I just want to know if that's bad for us, and if it is, we can avoid that.
Okay. Well, like we said, we don't want to add as much salt. A little bit is okay, but I know with your father recently having a heart attack, it's really not good for him. So I do have a pamphlet here, and this has other alternatives to seasonings. You can add salt-free herb seasonings to your foods, and it just shows you a few suggestions on how you can cook without adding so much salt, because a lot of people do run into that problem as well.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so this has been a good session. Let's just summarize what we went through today. Can you tell me what you're going to go home and pass on to your mom?
Yes. We need to go food shopping together or make a list so we all know what we need. Yeah. We need to avoid the bad fats and focus on the good fats. We need to avoid sodium, and we need to start cooking and meal prepping more so that we can have more time to enjoy food and find alternatives and healthy ways to eat.
Yep. So what individually are you going to do? What are your goals that you're going to focus on?
I'm going to do a food log and a workout log. So I'm going to write down, record what I eat and how many times a day I work out and for how long. And then hopefully add all of these things that you showed me into my daily diet, and then will be more natural for me.
Awesome.
And pass this knowledge down to my family.
Awesome. So do you think that these goals are achievable?
Yeah, I think that they are.
I think so as well. All right, great. It was nice meeting you.
You too. Thank you for all your help.
We'll have another session in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that sounds good. Thank you.
All right.